Hey guys, welcome back to your favorite podcast,
Wait, then you say it with us. Say it with us.
Okay. De-influenced. Oh, that sounded so much better with 4 people.
So, funny story about this this intro that we have is, so we just got back from North Carolina. We did a Divvy Dad's giveaway trip, okay? And there were, I guess they were friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We ran into them the last night.
2 lawyers, male, female. She comes and she's like, hey, I drove from Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Yeah.
I drove from Raleigh. I wanted to hang out with the Divvy trip. So she came, we invited her into our circle.
This was the last night. Keep in mind, we're all sitting around kind of singing Kumbaya. Like, we're hanging out with our dads. We're reading our letters. All the dads are bawling. Like, it's a really sweet moment. So she joins.
And she says, hey, love you guys, but your podcast intro is cringy.
She said, every time I listen to your intro, I cringe, Danny. She
And
said Danny at the end of the sentence. No. I was like, oh, yeah, thanks.
We love her. We love her. She was actually sweet. She just wanted to be honest with us. And so it was just really good to invite you guys into the cringe with us.
Yeah.
Yes. So thanks for being a part of it.
So now we're all cringy.
What is that, like constructive criticism?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they call it. Yeah.
Wait, which part of the intro? Just what we just did?
Yeah, what we just did.
Okay, so now we're a part of it.
But we're in too deep. We're in too deep. We can't change it.
We love it though.
So let me ask y'all something. Do you think it's cringy?
No, not at all.
No, I don't think so.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
That's why we like y'all.
We're going to create a really nice echo chamber here.
I also have to be careful. Actually, first of all, you guys got to introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
So we are here with Devin and Hunter Cordle.
Yep.
People always say Cordell.
They'll say Cordell, Cordy.
Cordy. I like Cordy.
Yeah.
Cordy. So
that was
we
one of
should
my
just
nicknames, like in high school.
Cordy.
That's a cool nickname.
I like that. So, kind of introduce yourselves and what y'all do online.
Yeah.
Maybe share your Enneagram.
Okay.
Oh, you know?
No, I do not.
How do y'all not know?
Everybody
I don't
asks us
know
that, and I'm
mine
like, I don't know.
It must be a Texas thing because we all, like, literally you meet people, you're like, hi, my name's Danny, I'm a 3.
Okay.
Like, you just, like, know.
Really?
Well, I've done
That's
the
funny.
test, like, a few years ago, and I remember, like, a 6 being on there.
Oh,
A
I did
loyalist.
see that.
Okay,
A
see, I don't
loyalist.
know any of those.
Yeah.
I don't remember which. I took it too, but
Yeah.
I don't remember which one of mine was.
I would guess we're going to take
you're
it
not
later.
supposed to guess,
Okay.
though, because it could
Well,
offend
I'm
someone.
going to break the rules. I'm
But-
going to say 2.
Okay.
We'll take it later.
Okay.
Really?
I don't know what that means. So
Servant.
I'm gonna take it. Okay.
Oh,
Good
servant.
person.
That's
Okay.
sweet.
Helper.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving.
Yes, he's a leader too.
Yeah.
So whatever that would be.
So maybe 3.
Maybe
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, introduce yourselves.
Okay, well, we are Devin and Hunter Cordle, mostly known as the Cordle family on TikTok.
Yeah.
We do TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the social media now.
Yeah.
We're from Alabama.
Woohoo.
Real dad.
Did y'all go to Alabama?
No. Yeah, so we both grew up in the same town. We went to different high schools,
Okay.
high school sweethearts.
That's so sweet.
Married right after high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had our daughter like 3 years later, and then when I was pregnant, we started social media,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
then we took off last year on TikTok, and then that's just everything from there has
That's
grown.
crazy.
So like, what did y'all start posting
Okay,
on TikTok?
so whenever I was pregnant, I just had a dream of being a YouTube vlogger.
Yeah.
Never did I think it would become a job or make money from it.
It's just fun.
Yeah. And so I was like, this would be a good time to start documenting my pregnancy and give me something to do, because at that time I had quit my job because I got pregnant during COVID. And so I was like, something to fill my time would just be to do that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I'll dip my toes in the water, I guess. And so we started doing that on my iPhone. Like I was just filming and editing on iMovie on my phone. That never took off.
And it
on
was YouTube.
Yes,
Okay.
on YouTube.
Yeah, and we were also doing it for like Ivy to look back.
It's like a scrapbook.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what I always
Kind
tell
of like
people.
the old
Yeah.
school like home videos.
Yes.
That we
Yeah.
were just posting.
Yeah.
Which is so fun.
Right. And in the back of our minds, we're like, if this ever becomes something that we could make a job,
Like, why not?
yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
Exactly. And so, but it never became anything. And at that point, I was still not working. Hunter was a firefighter. He was working a lot of overtime just for us to make ends meet. And then I watched another couple, Matt and Abby.
Yeah.
You know them and love them. They're great. Well, I saw one of their TikToks it was actually a YouTube Shorts, I think. And it
Okay.
was how they grew. They started
On YouTube Shorts?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think was it
I don't
a short
think YouTube Shorts was a thing back.
Maybe not
back
yet,
then,
but they were posting on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, because I didn't have TikTok yet.
Yeah.
So I saw one of their YouTube videos, whichever it was, and they said that they did YouTube for 9 months, and they're like, and then they got TikTok, and that blew them up, and then
that was like,
so I was like, okay, maybe I need to get TikTok.
Yeah.
So I downloaded TikTok September 2 years ago.
Wow.
I started posting, I would call it cringy,
mom
content. Like I was doing a lot of voiceovers.
Love that.
And it was just, I can't go back and watch them.
Yeah.
They're still on our page, by the way.
Yeah,
so
they're not.
Yeah. So like for 4 months, I was doing that. He wasn't really in the content because he was working all the time. It gave me something to do. And then I grew about 25,000 followers on my own just by making the trendy videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do people get paid for this? Because I was, you know. And then January comes around, January of 2022.
So this is so recent.
Yeah.
This was like last year.
Last January,
Wow.
Hunter was never in our videos, but he shaved his mustache.
Okay.
Came in the room and filmed my reaction to him like doing all these weird things with it. And then I don't even know, we were like, why did we post those? Because that was not the content I posted.
Yeah.
Posted them for some unknown reason, and then they blew up. And
So
then
that was the one.
And we were like,
it's always like the most random video that you wouldn't expect and like you weren't planning on.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was like, I guess that's what people want to see. And so I was like, you've got to start being in the videos. And people were just talking about our Southern accents. And I was like, we have an accent?
Yeah.
What?
You're like, what?
Yeah. So then from there, we just started posting candid videos.
Yeah.
Just like, it wasn't us. I mean, it's just
like
candid.
living life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a month, we went from 25,000 followers to 1 million followers.
Oh,
and then we were like,
gosh.
everybody was like, welcome to your new life. And we're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Did everything just change drastically after that?
Yeah. We were living with
much.
Hunter's mom at that point.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
we had sold our house and we were like saving up to build.
Yeah.
And so we were living with my mom.
Yeah.
And when that all happened.
Yeah. So she witnessed it all.
Yeah.
So she's
That's
like, my
so crazy.
babies are making it.
Yeah.
I know.
Hollywood.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we started getting emails from like managers, agencies, people wanting to do brand deals with us. And we were like, what does this
What's
even
a brand
mean?
deal?
Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So we met this lovely couple. We give them credit to this day, Alex and John.
Yeah.
And they introduced us to our managers.
Okay.
We got lucky because we haven't ever had to change managers. We just hit it off from them right from the start.
Yeah.
And we went to LA, we met them, we were like, okay, and they just like pumped us up. They were like, yeah, if you want it, this is your new life. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How crazy. So were you still a firefighter like
Yes.
at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when did you like realize, okay, I should probably, do I want to transition? Do I
Right.
want to keep doing what I'm doing? Like, is Devin going to be mainly in the content? Like, did you ever have those thoughts of like, what are we going to do next?
Yeah, definitely. So it came like sooner than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Like just a few months in, I was like, wow, like this is really something that we could both be doing full time if that's what we wanted, you know? And so we talked about it and we decided that it was. So anyway, long story short, I ended up leaving the fire department in October.
Okay.
So
Very
it was,
soon.
yes. So it was, what is that? Like 10 months of doing it. And
Wow.
yeah.
That is
It took a lot of
so-
prayer because that was a hard decision.
Yeah, of
Because we
course.
had great insurance, we had
Oh, yeah.
all the benefits,
Yeah.
and then it's like there's that fear of what if social media fails, like
Or
a
what
lot
if
of
you're
our-
like trendy and then you're relevant for a year and then a year later nobody cares? Trust me, I still think
Yeah.
about these things.
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I've been doing this for 10 years and still to this
Yeah.
day I'm like, okay, like it's working now, but I don't know in the next 3 months what it's going to
Yeah.
look like.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's been good?
Yeah,
Good decision?
It has. And
Oh, yeah,
I ask him all the
definitely.
time, I'm like, do you miss the fire department? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was my worry, is that
Yeah.
that was his like thing. He
Yeah, of
hung out with the
course.
bros there.
Yeah,
That was
different.
his outlet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, so I miss like parts of it.
Sure,
but
of course.
Ultimately, I'm glad that, I'm able to stay home with Devin
Yeah.
and Ivy and we're able to do things like this.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Okay, so I know that you used to put Ivy in your content, but not so much anymore.
Yeah. It was like, we haven't even decided. We were like, we're not putting her in there anymore. It just kind of slowly happened, I guess. There was always a fear. Like I just saw a lot of people be like, you're exploiting your child. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know we're not.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's just the web's mean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't bring her in this. And so
Do you
we
feel like
just-
one, like YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, like one's meaner than the other?
Yeah, I feel like TikTok culture is vicious.
That's the thing.
Definitely.
Like people that do TikTok, like it is brutal out
Yeah,
there.
it
I
is.
don't know
I think
why.
it's more
feel like,
vicious than Instagram.
I do
I would
too.
agree.
I agree.
For sure.
I feel like Instagram, and maybe it's because I feel like we've kind of like built this community over time. And so, and people like, they come in, they hate for a little bit, but then they leave. Mm-hmm. I feel like TikTok, it's like, and I could be totally wrong, but at least our TikTok.
No, you are totally right. Yeah.
No, dude, it's like they're shameless.
Yeah.
It's almost like the culture of it is just to like be mean, move on, be mean to the next post, move on.
So
Oh, definitely.
Well,
And there's so much, there's more anonymity to it because like they don't, like I could go on TikTok right now, create an account with no proof of verification whatsoever. Right. So you have like a ton of sock accounts.
Yeah.
That could be like other creators who are just jealous of you. Like who knows? Like it doesn't, it's crazy. It doesn't seem like it makes sense.
It does. Yeah. And I think you're exactly right. It's because they have that move on feature.
Yeah.
Like Instagram, they're choosing to follow you.
True.
You know? And so I think I'm liking that more now because it feels more personable. But with TikTok, you know, we found the first few comments when we post a video are the nice ones, but then the longer it's on there, that's when people, just pop up on their For You page. And so if they don't like you, they'll tell you, you know? So they don't know you. And so they just feel like they can be mean to you, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of times it's like user 5467889.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, who are you?
Yeah.
It does seem like, you know, it's been bizarre. Like we try not to like get on it too much because it's way more vicious than Instagram. For sure. Like do you guys feel like it's hard for me to understand how you guys would get hate because you're so wholesome and like not really like controversial whatsoever. So like what is it? Like what are the main threads of like, oh, we don't like you for this reason or this reason or this reason. And we all get it. So like we have it too. So it's like,
right. No, I think it's our personalities. They think I'm too much, you know, they comment on your appearance and they, like we don't talk about controversial topics or anything like that. We just want it to be a happy place. People say we're fake. They think we're staging our videos. Yeah. I don't even know. Like I'm like, Hunter, why do they feel like they have to say all this?
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy to me, like how many people take so much time out of their day just to comment about how much they don't like somebody. I'm like,
right.
Can't you just like scroll?
Yeah. Or create all these fake accounts. I'm like, that takes a lot of time.
Definitely.
It's wild. But no, y'all are very tough for putting up with TikTok.
Thick skin.
How long have y'all been on TikTok?
We've been on TikTok. So
I would say COVID.
We posted a lot. Mainly it was just taking our stories from Instagram because we've always been like really heavy on Instagram stories. We did do the YouTube thing back in the day. But I started YouTube like 10 years ago and it's just like a totally different space now. And to be honest, it's hard. And so I don't really like enjoy YouTube. I like YouTube Shorts, but I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Maybe one day we'll go back to it. But and so we just started taking all of our stories and posting those on TikTok.
Yeah.
And maybe just putting like different text or like telling a different joke or something. And during the pandemic is whenever we grew a lot. But then since it's not really our main focus, I feel like it kind of died out.
Yeah.
And then, we mainly just focus on Instagram.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's kind of
where
we
I knew
have
you
our,
from
Instagram?
Yeah, and I didn't even know y'all had a TikTok until y'all's video popped up one day, and it said follow back. And I was like, Hunter, my girl Danny Austin is following us on TikTok.
I've been following y'all for a while, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think I'll just pop. I think it was like maybe the mustache video. That popped up. That just went so viral. How many views does that have?
Oh gosh, I don't even know now. Because it used to be pinned to the top because I was like, that's
the one
here. But now I don't even know.
Yeah. Wow, it blew up. Okay, so before we get into more, should we do our two truths?
Do it.
So we planned this. We want to do 2 truths and a lie to get to know each other. Who should start?
I think Hunter.
Do you remember?
Hunter was over in the corner.
The real star. The real star.
So what do you start with? The truth? To the two
No,
truths?
I
you
think
can't tell us.
You can't tell us.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So
you just say
Obviously.
3 things about yourselves,
okay.
and then we have to guess what the lie is.
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to make a face because I don't know what
He's like,
Yeah, okay. All right. So I have once won a hot dog eating contest like at our local fair. I've owned 7 vehicles and I'm only 25. And I have delivered babies.
that one's definitely true.
That one's
Firefighter.
true. Firefighters
delivering babies.
always be
Dang,
delivering
that
the
was a
babies.
bad one.
7?
Okay.
7 vehicles. I don't think so.
I actually am going to say I believe that. I'm going to say the hot dogs was the lie.
Yeah. I would say hot dog too.
Which is it?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Dang, I do like hot dogs.
Wait, so how did you get 7 cars before 25?
Well, so my parents bought me my first truck, and we actually got like long story short, we got a really good deal on it. So then I ended up like kind of trading up, you know?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of spiraled downhill from there.
Yeah.
So you're a car guy.
Yeah.
It's his hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. All trucks?
I've had all 6 of them have been trucks, and one of them was a car.
What kind of car?
Mustang.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's trying to buy
What
it
color?
right now.
Black.
Is it convertible?
No.
That was always my dream car.
Yeah.
Was it like, did you like soup up the engine or anything?
Not the engine, but appearance stuff. Yeah.
Are you that guy that has the really loud car?
The Mustang was really loud, but I have never had like a really loud truck.
I really want to understand. I've wanted to meet a loud car guy before because I want to understand the culture of it. Because
Like,
for
why?
For truly,
Yeah.
why? Like I'm not knocking it. I know it's a culture, but is it like the louder your car, like the more attention from the car community you get?
Kind of. Like if I hear a loud car on the road, like I definitely turn around and look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm looking to see because most of the time, depending on what it sounds like, I like it and I want to see what it is, you know?
Yeah.
But not necessarily, like mine was like performance parts is what made performance
Right.
like exhaust makes it louder, you know?
I heard Natalie Kennedy's husband works on like performance cars, and I asked him this question. I was like, when did that start? And he actually said that most of it started taking off when the Fast and the Furious movies came out.
Oh,
is
really?
that true?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
when the first Fast and the Furious movie came out, that's when you started hearing and seeing a lot more loud cars.
Yeah.
It's also when you would see like these beat up like Honda Civics like with like the huge like mufflers or
Definitely.
whatever.
I believe
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah.
You loved those movies.
Yeah.
But I was always
Yeah.
like, can we turn
you-
it down?
Are you
So
still?
loud.
Did you watch the newest one?
I haven't seen like since like Fast 7. I don't know because I was in it for the cars. So when they swapped to like working for the government, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
Like, I
really
don't care about
funny.
this anymore.
That is
Yeah.
really really
Yeah.
funny.
You actually had one more car than you were telling them.
Oh, 8 cars.
oh yeah,
Thunderbird?
yeah.
Yeah.
Color.
He's humble.
Black
It was
and
black.
a convertible.
Yeah.
Those are cool cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you drive now?
Just the F-150. Yeah, pretty basic, but I like it. So
Yeah. It's a good dad car.
yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Yeah.
That's actually like this game is helpful. I feel like I really got to know
Yeah.
you in that-
Oh,
the game.
yeah.
Okay,
Car
your
guy.
turn.
Oh gosh. Okay, let me think. I forgot mine.
Oh great.
No, I,
I know,
really
I did
remember.
too,
Okay.
actually.
It's okay.
Take your time.
All right. I've been to Haiti 4 times. I have 8 siblings. I make 9.
No way.
And I'm related to Dolly Parton, like way down the line.
Oh, these are so good.
I think you have 8 siblings. I think you've been to Haiti on mission trips, and I think the Dolly Parton thing's bullcrap.
What do you think, Danny?
Where's Dolly Parton from?
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Are you from Tennessee?
No, but from the South, girl.
Mm-hmm. I think you've been to Haiti 5 times.
Oh, that's good. She changed the number.
Yeah.
That's good.
So do I tell my?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the lie?
The lie was Dolly Parton.
Oh,
I
I
knew
just
it.
love Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
So you're the 9th child.
wait,
Yes.
that's wild.
Okay, so 2 of them are step,
Okay.
but
still.
included. Yeah.
That's a lot.
So yeah, we have a big blended family.
So where do you rank?
Kind of in the middle.
No, I mean, like, how much do your parents like you compared to?
Oh yeah, I'm a favorite. I think I always, since I am in the middle, my older sisters, they would always be if they got in trouble, I learned from them, like,
Yeah.
of what not to do.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I was always the good girl.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
So what is like the typical middle child syndrome? Like what do
Yeah.
they say about middle children?
They say they're, I guess, more rebellious or
Yeah.
whatever. See,
You
I don't
fit it?
No, I do not.
No.
My other sister definitely fit it in high
Yeah.
school. Now she grew out of it, but
Yeah.
we used to say that about her.
Yeah.
She was the
Yeah, love her.
So are your siblings in the content ever?
My sister that you'll meet today is.
Oh yeah, she's watching Ivy.
Her and her husband kind of started TikTok a little bit after
Oh,
us,
fun.
and then so she kind of is, and now she helps me out with social media.
Gotcha.
So she's more so in the content than anybody else.
you
That's such
feel-
a big family. That's like a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Gosh.
Do you feel like you're also like trying to drag your people into like the TikTok, this world? I feel like I'm always trying to do that with my friends or my mom. Like, come on, come join us.
Yeah, I think because I know what it can bring, and
Yeah.
and that it is a blessing,
Yeah.
and so I feel like I'm always like, if you want to do it, you should do it.
Yeah. She definitely encourages like all of her friends.
I always try to encourage.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
I'll help you out. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I love
Y'all
it.
are good people.
Y'all
I
are
love you guys.
sweet.
I love you guys already.
I know. I
y'all.
feel like we've already didn't meet just today.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta remember mine too.
I can't react. I forgot.
Okay.
I know everything about this person.
Do you though? Okay. Oh wait.
I don't know the story. She told this. She said that she has the most embarrassing story that she's ever experienced, and she says the one thing I don't know about her.
I'll never tell him.
Really?
The only people that know are my small group in college. Oh my gosh. Because I just had to tell them because I had to vent to someone, but it's so bad.
Yeah,
I'll never tell him.
So curious.
I'll never tell him.
She like teased us all in North Carolina, and I was like, "There's something I don't know. It must be really, really bad."
Yeah.
It's bad. Okay, so number 1. I set the record in my high school for the 400-meter dash. Number 2, I was in a country western swing dance team. Number 3, I won the backstroke. I was number 1 in the backstroke in the state.
For swimming.
You were on the swim team?
Mm-hmm.
Me too, girl.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
I think the swimming thing is a lot.
I think so too. Just because you
I delivered
flinched
it
a
so
little
bad.
bit.
I was like, what did they do? What is the backstroke?
It was the delivery.
It was the delivery.
Hold
It
on.
was
You
bad.
you weren't on the swim team, right?
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
And you're
yeah,
like, I'm
I
on the
know.
swim team. I was like, oh.
I know your face too when she said that. You were like,
I can't lie. I can't lie. Yeah. No swimming. Very bad at swimming, actually.
Okay,
Do you guys like to dance?
no.
No.
Same.
I mean, with friends and stuff, not like we don't do TikTok dances for real.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just,
Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
No.
It's good. That era's over, right?
Yeah.
It is
Makes
over,
sense.
right?
It was a
I
good.
hope
It was
so.
a good era.
Yeah.
Wait.
We weren't there when that was
Yeah.
happening.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, 'cause
You
we
were
started-
post.
Or after.
Yeah, 2 years after.
Can I tell a really cute story about Jordan? So when TikTok became a thing, it was like all dancing. And that was probably during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, this is horrible. This is a horrible
So
story.
cute.
It's not cute.
So, we're doing YouTube, we're doing Instagram, and we realized we're like, babe, like, we got to innovate. Like, we got to become these TikTokers. Like, we need to learn how to dance. So Jordan started taking hip hop classes.
Nice.
By him
Wait.
himself.
Great.
Hold on. It's deeper than this. So listen, there's a genre of movie that I love. Okay.
True.
It's breakdancing movies. It's not like, don't show me Step Up 1, which is ballet. Like, I'm not into it. Step Up 2, Step Up 3, when they go to the streets, I'm in.
That's funny.
Stomp the Yard, amazing. What's another one? Drumline, which is not really a dancing movie, but like I'm into it,
They do like the clapping thing at one
Yeah.
point.
So I love those movies. So there's always been this alter ego side of me that wants to love dancing. It's like this like part of me that wants to come out, and I just have never been able to bring them out.
Bring them out.
Bring 'em out.
Yeah.
And so I took hip hop lessons from a guy named Phil. I found him on Thumbtack.
Do you want to show us what you learned?
No.
Wait,
Too much.
how long did you do it?
So I didn't tell Danny.
That was another weird thing. Because I'm like, it's Thursday at 4:00. Like, why is he always gone Thursdays at 4?
And
it was weird.
Because I wanted to like master it and then come back and her to be like, whoa.
He'll have a recital.
And let me just tell you, it did not work out. It did not work out.
That's one thing about.
But Phil was a good guy. He was like, he was always like, you got promise.
you got potential, son.
It's like, good.
No, literally, you showed me one time. He learned like a basic 8 count. Like,
Yeah.
But I love it.
That's funny. So it didn't work out.
No, it didn't work out.
That's why we're still on Instagram.
Yeah, so we never made the jump over to TikTok. Well,
It's tough, but yeah, that's one thing about us. We don't have a lot of rhythm.
no,
Neither one of us.
but she really was like a champion swing dancer.
That's amazing.
Babe, not a champion.
Yeah, you were a champion in the state of Texas.
A champion in my heart.
Her videos are insane though. They're on YouTube still. No.
I don't know. So there are only 4 schools in the state of Texas that have a country western swing dance team.
Wow.
And my high school was one of them. It was basically all the girls that didn't make the cheer team, cheer squad.
Yeah.
And then all the football players, because they just wanted like this credit. Like you just dance with girls the whole hour. Like why not? And so yeah, we would like compete against each other, but there were only 4 schools. So it wasn't that intense,
Well,
but
babe,
it was fun.
That's cool.
You were
I'll
a
have to
front
go
runner in
find
the
it.
state.
That
Yeah.
is cool.
Okay,
That's
you
great.
guys ready to get to know me? Okay. My first special teams. So I never made the A team football team, but I made the B team, and I was on special teams, which is where they put the not good people. But my first appearance on special teams, I caught a kickoff return and I ran it for 90 yards.
Is that
Okay.
good? Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
whole field's 100.
100, yeah.
So, yeah.
So number 2 is one time I had a panic attack from eating too many fruit snacks. Number 3, why are you laughing?
Hunter's like,
Hunter's like, this guy.
I'm just wondering, like, if that's a lie, like, that's pretty creative.
Number 3 is in the spring 2014 catalog for Dillard's. I was one of their male models.
What year?
2014.
so you would have been in college
I would have been post college.
when
Okay,
you're out.
I kind of believe that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to say
So sweet.
I have to say the fruit snacks.
What do you think, Hunter?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with the fruit snacks too.
No, that's true.
What?
No
If you would
way.
have said the
And it
model
was-
one, you
it
would
was
have
last year.
him.
It was last year. I ate too many fruit snacks, and we were in Florida with friends, and my friend had to call an ambulance because I started having a panic attack.
No
Truly,
way.
like it actually was fruit snacks. Because you're a firefighter, you probably saw a lot of things that weren't fruit snacks.
But I was
Yeah.
also in I'm a routine guy. Like I had a child at the time, and it was like, I was hanging out
No,
with
I
like
was
JD. So the guy you met, I was hanging out with JD and a couple of his friends. They weren't married yet. They were still single. And so I was like, oh, I'll go on like a fun guys trip. I'm not like a guys trip kind of guy. And so I was outside.
Yeah.
I didn't have my routine. And so I just panicked.
But also, not to take this too deep, I think I was getting a lot of hate that day.
She was. We were in a hate
And
storm.
We were in a hate storm. And,
Yep.
and I was by myself.
A lot of sock accounts.
A lot of,
So I was stressed about a lot of things, but I do think that the fruit snacks set me over the edge.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So wait, what was the lie?
The lie was that
Was-
I was a male model.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. I was like, that was a good one because
But that was sweet.
They can't
Thank you
guess
for-
that one because then they would offend you. So
Yeah,
it's a good
that's
one.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. They were like, "Oh, this is awkward,"
male
but there's
model
no way
lie.
that's true.
Exactly.
That was a fun game. I like that.
Yeah, it's
That
good.
was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
What is so going back to the fruit snack story, do you have any crazy stories?
As a firefighter,
As a I mean, you
yeah.
delivered babies.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
did
Yes,
you
it was crazy.
deliver your baby?
No, I mean I cut the cord, but
He's
but
like,
yeah.
thankfully, no.
Same. I thought I was gonna have to. Like the doctor was like really last minute, and it was just me and like 2 nurses in there
Oh
till
my
they
God.
hit,
Really?
till they hit the panic button, and so then they all come storming in. I'm like,
Oh,
man, I might
scary.
actually have to like
Do this
do
again?
something.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So at least he had practice before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your craziest firefighter story?
Let me think of something like PG.
Oh no. It's
No?
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's no.
No.
Yeah, you can tell us.
Okay.
Give us the tea.
All right, we'll do it. So probably the baby one. What'd you say?
I think
Yeah.
from what you told me,
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot, but one of the first baby actually that I was helping deliver, I wasn't a paramedic yet, so I was just kind of like the bad guy, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we walk in and this lady was like on all fours on the bed, baby breech, so legs out.
Oh no.
It was like halfway out. So
And
when
did
we
they
came
teach
in-
you how to do that if it's breech?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still one of those like freak
Yeah.
out moments
Yeah.
kind of
It's like
thing.
you don't know until you
Yeah.
actually do it.
But there was a dog on the bed with her, and it was like,
Oh god.
What?
Oh god.
The baby's alive, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The baby's alive, yeah, baby's good.
It's all good.
but the dog was like licking the baby
God.
as it was hanging out,
Oh,
kind of
God.
thing.
Oh my god.
But so then, so there was that, and then we managed to get the baby out the rest of the way, and it wasn't breathing actually. So we did CPR and everything on it. And
Did you do
it's good now.
CPR?
No, I personally didn't. It was the
Okay.
paramedics. Yeah, we had 2 paramedics with us that
That's
day.
crazy.
And I had like only been, we call it online, like when you go on shift after your training and everything.
Oh, wow.
I hadn't been on shift for like a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, this
I'm back.
is crazy. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
So yeah, but he's good now and everything's good. But
So
it
why,
was great.
why didn't she go to the hospital? It just came really fast.
Yeah. It just came really fast. And yeah,
Wow.
it was yeah.
That actually just happened to my girlfriend. She just had her baby in her car.
Yeah, he is not a firefighter, but he
He's
delivered
not,
it.
But they called 911 and they walked them through how to do it.
Did it over the phone.
They did it over the
Nice.
phone, and he had to take his shoelaces off to clamp the cord.
Wow. I've
Yeah.
never heard that, but yeah.
Yeah, he did that, and then they ended up. Actually, at first they couldn't. I guess they couldn't cut the cord, and she couldn't hold the baby, so they had to put the seat warmers on and just put the baby on the seat warmer.
Wow.
Okay, that's smart. The seat warmer thing.
This girl is so tough. She said that
She is so tough.
she started feeling contractions, but was like, no, I want to do my hair and makeup and waited out. And then they got in the car and he looked over and the head was literally
Oh my
out.
gosh, that's
Wow.
literally.
And she couldn't tell.
crazy.
Yeah.
She's tough. I'm like, how can you not tell? I was like, ah.
I would not handle that well.
Yeah.
One of our best friends just had her baby over the toilet, and her husband is a firefighter. Just recently became a firefighter.
Yeah.
So he caught
The baby.
the baby.
The baby.
Those
as he
are
came out.
those are like deliveries or
Yeah.
where they just within an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so scary. Okay, so you went from that kind of world. Now y'all are working together. What's it like working together?
This is what I want to get into.
This is what we want to
Yeah.
know.
We've been
It
doing
is
it for
so-
years. I want to know.
I know. See, we should be. I'm like, give us advice and.
No,
it's so
truly, how has it
fresh.
been? Can we start with Hunter? Because
Yeah.
I feel like when I left my job and I jumped into this world, I think y'all are a little bit different because y'all have created a family account. But
Right.
for me, it was I was jumping into the Danny Austin world.
At the time, now we're kind of
I would say.
50-50.
I mean,
but at the time, it was it was fashion blogging, So it was all back in the day with the outfits and the sales, try-on hauls. So
there
really
was not
like,
much value that I could have
Right.
added to that.
Well,
honestly,
I need someone to take my picture.
But
Exactly.
so you go from a very I would say prestigious job, there's a lot of respect in it, and now you're on TikTok. How has it been for you specifically, first, Hunter?
Yeah. It's been different, obviously. But I've enjoyed it, like I said earlier. But I don't know, in a way I still kind of view myself as that.
Firefighter?
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously not I don't do that. So
Yeah.
but I still love it, I still love the culture,
Yeah.
everything I was able to do and everything I learned, and I'm thankful for that. But it's good to, anybody that could stay home like this, I'm sure probably would take that opportunity. So yeah, so I've enjoyed it. I do miss the guys, hanging out with the guys, the adrenaline factor, because I'm a big adrenaline junkie. So yeah, so I had to, I before I left, I actually came up with something that I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do to fill these, I don't want to call them voids, but something that me personally, I feel like I need to be the best me for them, So I got that. And so, yeah, it's been fun.
What is that?
Yeah, what
Riding
are they?
dirt bikes. So I grew up riding dirt
No
bikes,
way.
riding, racing dirt bikes. Yeah. So I'm kind of back in that world now. And yeah, it's perfect for me that I get to stay home with them and do that as my fun guy adventure thing. So yeah.
Hunter, have you ever played paintball?
I was going to ask him.
Actually, yeah, only twice my whole life.
Probably when you were younger.
Yes. I
Let me
haven't
tell you
played in years.
something. Adult paintball is next level.
It's
How long are you staying in town?
let me
I'm
show you
telling
around.
That I totally get what you're saying, because I needed that, especially after 2 kids. I think with one, I was like, okay, I don't need a hobby. With 2, I was like, okay, I've got to find something outside of, just for me, right? And I don't like golf, which is hilarious because we just went to a whole golf trip. But I was like, I'll play. I don't love it.
You're pretty good.
I was like, okay, but I don't love it.
Right.
I needed that adrenaline rush. I really feel like we should play paintball together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
down. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll plan it. I'll get on your schedule with your managers.
Okay.
So what does a typical day look like? And you guys you have management that you said
Yeah.
that you really love. Are y'all doing much of the business side of anything, or just more creative all day?
No, we basically our managers do get the brand deals lined up for us and kind of the execution and just keep us on a timeline. So from there we just do the creative, but Hunter is the business side. He took that role over, like finances, just kind of planning out strategies, I guess, for not creative strategies. I think I do that, but I don't
More of
know.
like the business side, like
Yeah,
keep up
that makes
with all
sense.
He
the
pays the
paperwork
bills, all
and-
that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes people think if you have a manager that they do everything for you, but you still have to run the business.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're like, oh, y'all stay home. Y'all just have all this free time. And really, even though we stay home, sometimes we have to get somebody to watch Ivy because I don't want her just to see us on our phones all day.
Yeah.
Because, we'll film a video, but then there's the editing, there's the behind the scenes of the creative for brand deals. And there's a lot more to it than what meets the eye, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
100%.
But working together, we've done really well. Like, obviously, we'll have our days where if he knows I'm having an off day, he won't record me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or sometimes I'm just like, I just don't feel
Yes.
like videoing
He's a natural.
today. Yeah.
He gets it.
He gets
Yeah.
it. He
He
knows he
gets
can
it.
read me.
Yeah.
But
It
it's been
kind
good.
I try my best.
Yeah.
It kind of takes a while to get into that rhythm to understand each other. Like sometimes, because Jordan films a lot too, and there's some days that he's like, "Oh, okay, nope, we're not filming
Not
today."
today.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Not
not
today.
today, and it's really hard to like force it. So we
For
just
sure.
don't do it.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like y'all work well together?
I would say so.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if he didn't go do his thing, ride dirt
Yeah.
bikes,
It'd
I
be
feel
hard.
like he would not be able to, I don't know, like you said, you
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah, it's like an outlet, you know, and it allows me to, as silly as it may sound, like just going and doing something, you
Yeah.
know, like what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Allows me to be like my full self and give
Yeah.
this a full effort, you know.
Totally. I get that. Because
I love
even
that.
on Saturdays when Jordan goes and plays, because we're together all the time. And so whenever he goes and plays on Saturdays, like some of my friends are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Like y'all are, he goes and does, I'm like, no. I love that he has his own thing. Because it's different. Like most couples don't work together 24/7. I'm like, no, this is good
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Even like you having like time with just the kids one-on-one, like you love that
Yes.
because we're just always together. I think that's what, when COVID hit for most people, most couples ended up working in their homes together and they were like, I'm going to kill him,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh,
You're
like,
used to it.
like,
this
yeah.
is like every day for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Just locked
Yeah.
up.
We
There's
haven't
like a
used
lot
to
of blessings, I think, for the marriage, like working together too. Like it's hard it's not for everyone, but like I think if you guys are fit for it, like I think that we are, and it seems like you guys are too, you're able to like work through like just simple marriage conflicts that everyone goes through a lot easier, it feels like, because you just have to. It's like, well, we're going to wake up next to each other and we're going to have to work together tomorrow. And so you expedite a lot of like problem solving, it feels like.
And I feel like it works for couples that, like, I really respect Jordan and I respect what he does and I know what he's good at, and then he respects where I'm at. And so we don't like try to step on each other's toes. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I know Jordan's good at that. I'm gonna like trust him and just let him roll.
What are some of the common conflicts? What do y'all fight about?
Probably.
Give us the
Gosh,
tea.
I'm trying to think of what the most is. Because it depends on the day. Like some
Yeah.
days we do work really well together. Because
Yeah.
like you said, it's not for everybody. And I feel like that's the one thing people ask us all the time is like, what's it like at home all the time? Because he went from leaving me for 24 hours
true.
Yeah.
every other day, basically, to being home all the time. Honestly, I think parenting with Ivy in the mix, if she's like home with us,
It's not that we have like different parenting styles, because we're actually pretty similar parenting styles, I think. But having her as like, if we're trying to get something done as like an added, I don't want to, it kind of sounds bad to say this, but like stressor.
Yeah.
Like that's why we have to have, like we really try to have like a set schedule of like a babysitter. So we know, like, just say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we can get all these things done that we need to do. Because it makes it really hard if she's there, because she's not a very independent player. She always wants one of us, you know, or both of us. So we are constantly juggling that back and forth. Like,
Yeah.
you play with her while I do this, you play with her while I do that.
Yeah.
so there's conflict if we're like, well, I really need to get this done, but I
Right.
need to get this done
Yeah.
too.
Right.
And so it just going back and forth on
Yeah.
that.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. We totally get it. I think it's hard for the outside world to understand, hey, this is a job, like, and it's like a 9 to 5 job, just like anything else, but we totally get it. That's why my Aunt Brenda has helped us for.
It's funny to hear you say Aunt Brenda.
I know I've never said Aunt Brenda,
reason is
but Brenda, my aunt, has basically become our nanny for that reason, because even when the kids are here, you just feel bad. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you have to do this. Like, this is your job, but they don't understand that. They're like, wait, why are we all here and you're not paying attention to me? And so it's wild.
I know. I'm glad to be able to relate to people on that. And I think we've become friends with a lot of other parents that do social media and just being relatable, because I do feel guilty a lot. Yeah. And then, you know, people will make you feel bad. And so it's nice to hear other people go through it too, you know.
What about like creatively? Like, are you guys like, I would say some of the harder days for us is like when we're creatively not aligned. It's like, I have this idea, she has this idea, and then we're like, there's this like unspoken conflict because we're not on the same page. So like, do you guys, and I would say it typically, this is very nuanced, very niche conversation, but like it usually comes when there's a brand deal too. It's like, cause like no one likes filming brand deals. Like it's like, it's part of the business, but like no one like likes it. You know, it's not like, oh, great, I'm so excited, because you know your audience is like not probably gonna like it, but you have to do it.
Well, it's just work. Like there's a difference between posting, I feel like, videos of your everyday, and it's not that you don't like the brand, it's just work. You have to do it. You know, there's like a contract and you're like, all right, we have to get this done. So it just kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it.
But do y'all ever struggle like being on different creative pages, meaning like it'd be like, here's the example for us. So we'll start with vulnerability. Like I will film Danny, and I'll be like, I'm like hoping that she'll be in this one Danny mode that like I know, right? And then Danny's like maybe having an off day, or she's like, hey,
or he's like filming like up my nose, and I'm like, or like, this is the worst angle ever.
Or she's like doing her makeup, and she's like, I literally just like need a minute, you know? And so like, do y'all ever struggle creatively with y'all's content?
Yeah, you want to speak on that?
Yeah, I would love to. Actually,
I would love to.
So
he's like, I've been looking for this platform.
So honestly, Devin is most of the creative. Yeah. Like I'm not very creative, like at all, not just with videos and social media. So she kind of has the ideas, and sometimes she can relay that. Like if she tells me an idea, like I'm all on board, then I can like kind of build off of it. But it's hard for me to get that base foundation of like, this is what we're going to do. So sometimes she's good at relaying that message, and sometimes she's not.
You're just like, read my mind.
And then I have expectations.
Right.
Oh, the expectations.
Honestly, like the biggest problem, I guess you could say, is if we're filming a brand deal where it's like kind of scripted, like we have like, you know, talking points or whatever that we're supposed to say, that is 100% the biggest problem.
Yes.
Because Devin is like, we're like, all of our videos are most of our organic videos are like candid, like off the cuff, you know. We very rarely like set up a skit or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So for whatever reason, Devin just cannot say a script. She just can't do it. Like it's impossible. Like
I feel
even yesterday,
so
there was like a 2-sentence thing that we had to save or filming, and she films it like 15 times. And I'm like, just say.
She's like, Hunter, line. Because
like if she's like, I'm trying to think of what to say. Just say those chairs over there. She's like, so we got these chairs from wherever. She's like, so we got the every time. I'm like, she will cut off. She would like turn the sentence is fine, and then she's just like thinks that she messed it up. I guess I don't know.
And are you? This is again super niche, but are you holding the camera when she's trying to film?
Sometimes, or we have it like on a tripod if we're both in the shot.
It makes it hard.
And then she's like, I just need you to know, like, I'm not your wife right now. We're working together.
I have to tell him that because the expectation is on me. Like, I'm the one that's mostly doing the brand deals or that has to say the script. And so if I feel like he's not feeling me, you know, I'm like, I just need you to understand, you know, sympathize with me a little bit because I just can't do it. And then I get frustrated with myself. And then if I feel like he's like, babe, you don't have to be this upset about this, I'm like, you don't understand.
Oh my gosh, I like feel so seen in this conversation. Like, because it's like it used to make me feel very powerless, because like as the husband, you like want to be building up your wife and you want to be supportive, but there's nothing that we can do. It's like so on the performance of y'all sometimes. It's like they don't want to hear the brand deal from me. Like if I could just like be like, okay, the chairs are from Walmart, this is the price point, but like they don't want to hear that. They would send the feedback back and be like, can Danny say you know, say that stuff. And so
but the hardest part too is I think that like we're not actors, like you know, we're not used to doing things like that. Like if everything is candid, then you perform like in a different type of way whenever you're doing a brand deal, you know? And so, and it just feels just like not natural, you know? So I'm the same way. I still film brand deal. Like I did one yesterday. I think I filmed it 17 times. And then I went and deleted everything because I'm so embarrassed if someone picks up my phone, they're going to see like 17 different tries of the same thing over and over. And then the first one is always the best one if you ever look at them.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I get it. It's tough.
Yeah.
There's these like awkward moments where it's like Danny's like filming a brand deal and, you know, she wants me there at the start and then she'll be like, can you just leave? And then I'll leave the room and she's like, okay, I feel better. Like sometimes it's just like she needs to be alone. You know, it's just so nuanced and.
Or when people are watching you film a brand deal, that's just the worst.
Oh yeah.
I hate when
the best are like when they just are like, this is what we want, but we trust you. You do it. Because then you can be more candid. You can be more organic. And like, those are my favorite, because I don't have to read a script.
Yeah. I feel
scripts
like
are hard.
I feel like y'all came in at like the perfect time, because 10 years ago when I started doing brand deals, brands didn't really get that. Like, you know, they used you more as like, here's a script, say this exact thing. So the brand deals were just so cringy. It was so obvious. And they were very strict and everything had to be approved like multiple times. So by the time you're posting something, it was filmed like 3 weeks ago. And so people are like, I can tell this is an ad. Now I feel like with brands, they don't even like ask for approval. They're just like, just go live whenever.
So
nice.
I want to ask y'all this. So like you guys have built kind of a brand on TikTok, right? And you're sweet people, you're from Alabama. They love your accents. Like they love probably that you're believers. Like this is your core audience, not your haters. They don't count. But like, you know, you kind of created this like persona, and I would say like we struggle with this too, where it's like, you know, the content that you're putting out, the expectation, whether it's from the audience or from ourselves, like is do that every day, right? And sometimes you don't feel like that. So do you guys like struggle with the pressure to perform and to like keep up that, I don't want to say image because you guys are very clearly like real people, but do you get what I'm saying? Like,
no, totally. Yeah. I feel like for sure we always, I think when what am I trying to say? You want to take over? My mind's like jumbled right now.
You're like, I have so many things to say.
Yeah,
take your time. Take your time. We can always cut. We'll always censor it.
Yeah. So I think Devin feels the majority of that pressure, because, you know, 90% of the time she is like just the way you see her online. That's her normal self. But, you know, sometimes she may be having a bad day or for whatever reason. And then that's when she struggles with, you know, meeting people if we're in, you know, Walmart or whatever.
Yeah. So, okay, I think I know what I'm saying now.
Okay.
So based on that, like with the video sense, I don't feel the pressure to keep it up, because like if I'm having a bad day, we just won't film.
Yeah.
Now, if I was like doing a brand deal, you know, then I'm like, oh gosh, I hope I'm coming across okay, even though I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I feel the pressure when I meet people, because most of the time, you know, I can carry a conversation and I love meeting people. But if I'm having a bad day, because we're human and sometimes my flesh takes over and I'm just sad or not as cheerful. And so if I meet people, I get in my head, I'm like, I hope I didn't disappoint them, that they're not meeting who they thought they would meet.
We're the same person.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all are the same person.
It's like out
it's
of
actually pretty weird.
That's what stresses me out the most.
Same, yeah. And then I asked Hunter, I'm like, was I okay? Did I do okay? Do you think that they're gonna like go be like, Devin's so different, you know? Because we have had a few people, well, not really, but Hunter saw a comment for be like, I just saw them in a restaurant and they were like fighting, and I'm like, okay, you just made that up.
Or maybe we were fighting because we're human and we're not perfect.
Yeah. And because we've had people like take videos of us before, and it gets me in my head. I'm like, what if they're catching us in a bad moment, even though it's okay because we are human, but I get it's the fear of just not.
I totally relate to that. And it kind of makes you anxious to go places.
Yeah.
And you're like, and because I'm the same way, like whenever and I love meeting people and I want to be able to like pour out and give as much as I can. But I remember especially postpartum, like for months, I just like was not feeling myself. And so anytime I meet people, same thing, Torrin, was I nice to them or do they think I'm mean? And it's really tough. I feel like it made me even more anxious, and then it's like a vicious cycle, you know?
Literally same.
Yep.
Literally. How was postpartum for you?
I went through postpartum depression for a few months, I feel like, or maybe I had to get on anxiety medicine just to help, like, so I could think normal. But at that time, we were kind of like shut in our house because it was the year of COVID too. And so I feel like that just didn't help. And then I got diagnosed with diabetes. So it was just like a lot of things stacked on each other.
Yep.
But
and then plus the TikTok, like having people watch your life, like that's a whole nother element of just like things that cause anxiety. Same.
Yeah,
it's tough.
It seems like it's like with Danny in particular, and I don't know if you'd agree with this, but it's like on days that she feels off, like what I read on the situation is that she feels an expectation that like I need to be on. And then like knowing that she's off, it's like I'm trying to get back there. But then that creates like, it almost compounds the anxiety because she knows that she's like here, she should be here. And then it just like sinks you deeper. And then it's like this just crazy kind of downward spiral. And I think that one of the things that's hard about being a creator is like feeling the grace to be human and just to turn it off for a day. And I don't know, are you guys like big on Instagram stories? Do you post a lot on Instagram stories?
I've started to.
Devin does.
Yeah.
So I would say, with TikTok, like I think that you can just not post that day. And I don't know what the algorithm is like, or like if you guys feel a pressure to post every day, but with Instagram stories, I would say that that's been one of the biggest blessings and curses to our family, in the sense that like, it's such a beautiful platform where we've been able to like allow for people to get to know us, and we love creating the content there, but it's a curse because, I think that we didn't have bubbles posted yesterday, and that was probably the first time in like 6 years that we went dark, but we were exhausted, and we've had to learn our own boundaries of like not pushing through that, and just like it's almost like that's our Sabbath. It's being like, hey, like God, you've got this, like it's gonna be okay, like we don't have to perform 24/7.
And I think focusing too, like I think the days that I feel most anxious about performing or meeting people is when I am thinking it's so much more about me, instead of being like, okay, God put me here for a reason. I'm running into these people for a reason. Like I don't have to be perfect. And like, this is more about him and our mission and like our message and what we're trying to do. It's not about Danny. Like who cares, And so I feel like whenever I can, of course though, like you said, my flesh takes over, and days I'm like, oh, everybody hates me and I'm so stressed out. But I feel like when I'm able to put it into perspective, it's so much easier.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When it's about him and not about us, and glorifying him and not glorifying myself, I'm like, the weight comes off.
Like we've already won. Like it's okay. Like who really
But also
cares?
so hard to do when all the affirmation is flowing into your DMs and to your comments. And it is like the world is making it about Devin and Danny. But like, so it's a really nice thought. But I will say as like a creator, it's really, really hard to overcome that. And that's why we posted and ghosted more. It's like, it doesn't matter what good or bad you're saying about us. It almost like, just as humans, like it warps our brain to make it more about us, like
we're not meant to be worshipped
no
like that. Like
so
humans
not meant to.
we're not meant to be. I've talked about this often, but like, have you seen Taylor Swift in concert yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, I don't know if you're a T Swift fan, but
are you?
Not really. Like, I mean, I like her.
This is the most controversial part of the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not like a Swiftie. You know? Like
wow, what are you? Do you love Beyonce?
She's like, yeah, Beyonce girl.
I don't even think I'm a music person for real.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this in the car on the way home from the gym. Do you guys like Kenny Chesney?
Wait, why are you asking
did
them
you
that?
just say that you don't? Is that who?
No, that's not who I said I don't like.
Who did you say you didn't like?
I'm not gonna say that.
Come on.
Is it a country? Morgan Wallen?
Listen,
No.
the likelihood that they are
old-
listening to this podcast is slim
Right.
to none.
Yeah, that is true.
But what song was I singing? It was Daddy's Little Girl.
Yeah, it's Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I don't even know him. But like,
Yeah.
You know
so
Tim McGraw.
well, I know who he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
I'm
We
kidding.
know him from the movies.
From the movies. So the reason I'm asking is I honestly thought we were gonna like vibe on this because I'm entering into. I didn't even tell you this yet.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm entering into my Kenny Chesney era.
What?
Oh, okay.
Say, I like that.
I
like
mean,
Kenny Chesney.
and which is so crazy because we actually went to
saw
that.
him.
We saw him, but I was like, who is this guy? I was like, I don't really know. I was just there for the people. But let me tell you something. Kenny Chesney, don't sleep on him. He is incredible.
The reason I'm laughing is because Jordan doesn't like anything mainstream usually, unless I do. So like if I play Taylor Swift or Morgan Wallen or whoever, then he kind of gets on board.
I'm a post mainstreamer, so like I like things after it gets popular. Like,
but he likes like folk music, like sad music, you know, like folk. I walk in and like he's
you like sad music?
I love sad.
I'll
music.
send you a playlist.
I'll be so happy, and I'm just like, I just want to be sad for a second.
But yeah, let me tell you, Kenny Chesney. We'll experience him
How
together.
How did you discover Kenny Chesney or rediscover?
Summertime, the song. Mm-hmm. Holy crap! I mean it's timeless.
Yeah, it is.
Wait,
I mean, I'm not a guy that imagines myself on a boat,
Right.
just with like friends and
American
beers
flag.
and American flags, and I'm like, this guy is America.
Is that summertime? No.
Yeah, and then American Kids. I'm like, it's timeless.
I'm gonna have to listen to cannot believe that
you probably know a lot of them. Or have
No,
heard
I think
them.
I know that song. I just don't know artists well or titles to songs.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I forget them well,
I'll
too.
send you a playlist of sad songs, and I'll send you a Kenny Chesney playlist.
Yes.
And then I'll send you a K-pop playlist.
Okay.
Oh God.
Love it.
Please
And you'll be good with all of it.
K-pop. He loves K-pop too. Do
Yeah.
y'all know what K-pop is?
Yeah.
Like BTS.
Hunter, do you like K-pop?
No, I mean,
He's like in the gym, like
no.
Is that like wrong?
No.
no,
It's okay.
Like a-
I'll send you guys some stuff. But anyway, what were we talking? We were about to go deep on something.
Oh, I was talking about Taylor Swift. Anyway, my point was, at the concert, I just remember when she comes out on stage and everyone is like screaming, going wild for her. I can't explain it, but like I almost felt like bad. Like it was like, cause I don't know where Taylor Swift is at in her life or what she believes or whatever. But it's just like, it felt like too much. And I'm like, I feel, even whenever she's on stage, there's this point where everyone's screaming for her, you know, going wild. And then she like raises up her arms and she's like, basically like taking in all this energy, talking about how she feels so powerful. And it's almost like she felt like it was like a God moment, you know, where and it kind of scared me. I don't know why I brought this point up, but she's not satanic. Oh my gosh, all those TikToks that pop up that are like, I'm like, okay, but you could kind of make like anything satanic. Sure. Like,
yeah.
But anyway.
Like there's like a triangle on the microphone. You're
like
this
Illuminati.
is satanic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I did like one picture. I was holding a disco ball over my eye, like just a cute candid picture. People were saying I was part of some cult. And I was like, I was
Which
just putting
one?
a disco ball over my eye. I couldn't even tell you.
Which cult?
Oh man.
Should we play the game?
Wait.
Okay.
I have some questions. Are TikTokers nice?
All the ones we've met, yeah.
Good.
We've met some of
Have you met
really good friends.
Bryce Hall? Jordan wants to know.
No, I have not. I heard y'all talking about him on one of your podcasts though.
Yeah.
Met him.
He's cool. Yeah, we're friends. No, I'm just kidding. We're not friends.
Oh my god.
It was a really funny story of how I ended up there.
Do you have any favorite TikTokers that you want to meet?
Yeah,
That
that's
I
a good
wanna
question.
meet?
Want to meet?
Let me think.
Or just like, you know, people you followed for forever.
Well, there's this one couple. I've actually just discovered them recently. Savannah and Josh. They just had their second baby. They're so cute, so sweet. We've actually started doing interview style TikToks.
I saw that.
Yeah, what's the deal with this?
They inspired us to do it because she was pregnant, so he was interviewing her. And I was like, that's just so fun because you can see your personality more.
Yeah.
It's not really
It's
thought
not
out
scripted.
much.
Like you just go for it.
Exactly. So I would love to meet them, but they live like way up north.
Yeah, where do they live?
I can't even tell you.
I have no
Somewhere.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Like north in Alabama or like
No,
north in the United
like
States? Oh.
Way up by Washington, maybe.
Oh.
Okay.
Too
Yeah.
far.
Far.
Too far.
North.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of somebody else we would love to meet.
Or like, do you remember who you first started following? Oh, you said that.
You.
Not
Not
on
on
TikTok,
TikTok.
though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Is that true though?
No, yes. I feel like
Devin has been talking about Danny for, I don't know.
like
years.
when me and all my
way.
friends, we just love Danny. And so,
gosh,
because you're
that's
just
so
like relatable,
sweet.
you were like an online bestie, you know?
Yeah. That's
Even though you didn't know us. And so when I told my friends, I sent them the screenshot about you asking us to come on the podcast. They were just as excited as I was, you know?
They're
They're like, I love her. Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
I mean, but that just shows like your character, like Jesus does shine through you and by y'all's fruits.
Yeah.
And I just respect y'all a lot and just how y'all go about things and are just so humble and a people person, you know?
We feel the same about y'all.
Thank
we
you.
do.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, like totally different. Like we're not as big on TikTok as you guys are, but like we really appreciate the mission that you guys are carrying out. I think it's super important, and I would say it's a little bit harsher of a battleground than Instagram.
Yeah. Y'all
Those
are keep fighting the good
Gen
battle.
Z, they're shameless. I'm telling you.
Shameless. Yeah.
Their mental health has got to be down because they are not happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're just like in a bad TikTok loop. You know,
think? We're on
just
dark talk.
Yeah, maybe we're on dark talk. Maybe. Because
Yeah.
some people like love it and have like great community on there.
I know for the most part, I would say our community is good.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Yeah.
sweet.
we haven't like I
Yeah.
don't read about us online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had friends send me stuff before on
Yeah, you're
Reddit, and I'm
like,
like, just
please
don't send me
don't.
Yeah,
that. Like,
why
I
would
just
they
don't wanna
send that?
see it.
That's rude.
Yeah.
And so so I just like that side I keep out now because I know how it affects me.
Yes,
I read it.
it hurts.
Yes.
We're just human. That was actually one thing that we put in our vows, not like actually publicly, but like when we got married, we promised each other that we would not read our online hate. Because when we were dating, it wasn't Reddit at the time. There were like all these other forums and stuff. We used to read all of that.
Oh, tell them about your big new idea.
Oh, I can't. Well, I
Tell 'em.
can't. I don't think we're going to actually do it though.
Yeah, but just tell them it's funny.
Okay, I thought this would be so
She's really
interesting. I thought it'd be a good social experiment, but then I didn't really know how to go about doing it without hurting people's feelings. But I really wanted to give away like this free trip to the 5 people in my DMs that are meanest to me.
Wait.
Isn't that good?
Wait, that's a great idea.
It would be so interesting to watch, but you know for a fact they're probably really nice in real life.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because like anytime I reply to them, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just having a bad day."
Yep.
But it would be so interesting to understand their psyche behind like what they're doing, like why,
Like what?
why, yeah, and then like get to know them
And like sit in a circle and just heal.
and just
Yeah.
heal.
Wait, Danny, that is a great idea.
Thank you. I thought it'd be so
Yeah.
interesting, but then I was like, I don't know how to, put this out there without hurting their feelings by being like, y'all are the 5 meanest people to me. you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
They'd have to agree.
Yeah.
But then maybe they would, if they agreed, then they'd be like extreme haters and maybe it wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might not make it back from this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could just be like
could
a
be like
a
reality
anonymous,
show.
like I know it
Anonymous.
really could.
They wear a
Like,
mask
just
the whole time.
be a blessing to them.
Yeah.
And that's my motto sometimes is just like
Yeah.
kill them with kindness is such a real thing,
Yeah.
but it's also biblical,
Yeah.
like just love your enemies.
Yep.
And yeah.
We've been talking about like spiritual warfare a lot these days because it's like so real. And it's like it's been really interesting for us to kind of like perceive what's going on in like culture and in America and like just in like families' homes, like as like true spiritual warfare of like there is like good and evil. And I'm not saying like mean people to us are evil. I'm just saying that like it's been really hard to forgive a lot of the people who have been mean, but we've seen so much like strength and power in it. And it's like, the idea of reconciliation across the board is like only going to come from just like forgiving people and loving people and being kind.
Being kind to them.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good, babe.
That
I
is
like
good.
that.
Thanks. I'll drop the mic.
Let's
You want to play the game?
play the
Ooh, a
game.
game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One more game. And
One
then
more
we-
game, and
then
then we'll explain.
some other things.
Okay, so we know that you people love the accent. We do too. It's the most adorable thing I've ever heard. And I told Jordan, I was like, because like when I hang out with people that have an accent, then I start talking like them.
Yeah.
So I need to not. So if I do that, I told Jordan to pinch me.
Is it really that Southern though? Do we
No.
sound Southern?
You sound Southern.
It's not offensive. Like by
Not
me,
offensive.
It makes me feel because, like I said, when we first started TikTok, I'm like, wait, do we have an accent? So that's why I ask people, do I sound Southern?
Yeah, you do.
Like, I guess I just can't hear myself.
But it's not offensive. It's
It's-
not
No, yeah.
No.
I don't take it offensive.
It's the best.
Like some people are like, I'm sorry, I hope you. I'm like, no,
No,
I
I love
Southern
it.
accent.
I
Yeah.
wish I had one. Actually, if you ever go back and watch my first YouTube, I'm literally like, hey y'all, my name is Danny Austin and welcome back to my, like I was so, I think I talk that way whenever I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Right, I did. Anyway, so we have some pictures printed out on these cards. And we're going to have you pronounce what you see.
Okay.
Should we do both of y'all?
Yes.
Yes.
Devin is a lot worse than me, but
I don't know. Yours is pretty strong too.
I would actually have said the
it's
opposite.
like the way she says certain words.
Certain words.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Just like
Actually,
off the
I'll
cuff,
show.
correct?
Yeah.
Caramel.
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 That's just interesting because I say caramel.
You say caramel?
We say
Wait,
caramel. I
Had
say caramel.
Caramel. There's an extra A in there.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Okay.
Caramel.
Interessante.
This is so funny.
Pajamas.
Pajamas.
That's good.
Pajamas. Yeah.
That's English.
Oh, this is a good one.
A drawer.
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 Drawer. His is
His is a little more
Here's a
southern.
Drawer. Okay.
This is fun.
This is fun.
You say what that is.
I mean, like a spigot or a faucet?
I don't
Which
even
one are we
know.
going for?
Faucet.
I like spigot.
Spigot.
Spigot. What would you have said?
I'd said faucet.
Yeah, I think faucet.
Okay. Oh, apparently this was one.
Hand-me-downs.
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 Did you really think it was hand-me-downs?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
Wait, so you
funny.
thought it was like ham
Hammy.
EY downs?
Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs. What did
Yeah.
you think?
I thought it was hand me downs, but I would have said hand me downs.
So JD, who's on our team, thought it was hand-me-downs too.
Yeah.
We had to teach him yesterday.
Yeah.
He's from East Texas.
It makes sense.
He's from East Texas.
It does make sense.
That is funny that JD doesn't have an accent. He's from East Texas.
I think he's worked really hard
He's worked really.
to convince us that he's from the city.
Okay, we're gonna two more.
Picture.
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 Picture. I would have said, yeah,
Picture.
I get it.
Picture.
Okay.
Two more.
Two more. Okay.
A buggy.
A buggy.
Buggy.
What?
A
A buggy.
What?
Buggy.
It's a shopping
It's a
cart, just so
shopping
the
cart,
audience
y'all.
knows. What is a
What
buggy?
is a buggy?
It's a buggy.
It's a buggy.
So wait, you're telling me if I come to Alabama, everyone says, "Can you get?" That's
you
that's
get
not a
a buggy.
shopping cart person. That's a buggy guy.
Yeah. Unless they're not from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much everybody
So
says buggy.
interesting. I've never heard that before.
That is cool. I like that.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, this is the last one.
We literally had this conversation the other day.
Yeah.
See, okay, what would you say? 'Cause I say something different.
I mean, a lot of times we refer to all of them as Coke.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get
But
that.
I don't.
That's-
I say a Coke, Pepsi,
Yeah.
Sprite.
Or, I mean, but
buy
if I was
the-
like
What about it?
soda.
Soda.
Not
Yeah.
pop, but
No,
soda.
pop.
Yeah.
That's
Pop
north.
is like north.
Yeah.
Up north, they say pop.
But like
I do the same. Coke.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like, I want soda.
Yeah.
I would say,
Yeah.
I want Dr. Pepper.
Well, see,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
if
be
you're like
specific.
at say we were like downstairs in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I wanted a soda, I would probably say like, do you have like any Coke or something? Instead
Yeah.
of saying like, do you have any soda?
And then I could bring you a Pepsi, but
Right.
it's all fine.
You're right.
Okay. See, I would say, do you have any soda? Like if
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, be specific.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel you. I got you.
Okay, I circled. We're running low on time, but I circled 3 questions that I really wanted to know from you guys. So I've heard y'all say that you're polar opposites. How would you describe each other?
Oh, that's a good question.
I would describe Hunter as like an introvert. And, oh gosh, what are like some words to describe somebody? I need like a list.
Yeah.
He's very, oh gosh, I don't know how to say that.
Devin is interesting. She's like an introverted extrovert. Like she wants to
An
talk
ambivert.
Yeah, she's like wants to
Yeah.
talk to people, but it's funny. If something is like on a busy street, she won't go there by herself because she doesn't want to like park her car and get out, and people that are driving down the road, she thinks they're looking at her and like judging her. That's Devin's things. Like when people see her, even before TikTok and everything,
Right.
she's like,
Yeah.
everybody's looking at me like judging me, but like if she were to start talking to that person and they were being nice to her, oh, she's all over it.
Right.
You know.
Which is
Yeah.
ironic now
The
that
same.
we're in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, now people really are looking.
Yeah, now they really are judging me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he's an introvert, but he is very, like, people think he might come across rude, but that's just because he's like straight face.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit to like open him up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Who's funnier?
me. Well, Hunter
Easy.
actually could be hilarious. That like his side that people don't see a lot,
Yeah.
which you are seeing more of his personality.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
he
we're gonna
feels
get
in
it
a
out of
safe
him today.
environment
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything. But he gets goofy.
I
Really
bet.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just in front of you though.
We,
And
he
close
matches
friends.
my energy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
close friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say Jordan also can get really goofy whenever we're.
He can get
it's
a little
just us
silly.
two. He can get silly.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot. He would not be silly in front of like people or friends
Or our parents.
no. For some reason, with your parents, Jordan just goes like stone cold.
It's weird.
It's weird.
I'm seeing a
We'll talk
therapist
about it later.
Okay. Who's more nurturing in the relationship?
You want to answer?
Yeah. I mean, I think the initial answer is Devin, obviously,
But
but
he nurtures me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
Devin-
So like
Devin
for y'all's
nurtures-
daughter, like is there like a disciplinarian and then a nurturer?
I feel like I'd be the nurturer.
Yeah.
Okay.
More
She's
so.
just a mama's girl
Yeah.
Yeah.
through and through. So
So sweet.
Are you guys who's more routine and then who is more what's the word? Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm more routine.
Or more structured.
Yeah.
I like the routine. It makes me feel more productive, but I'm on it. I think I'm more spontaneous too. Like I would be like, yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Yeah.
It's like routine is good for you, but I like thrive off being just off the cuff.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 last small questions. Will y'all always live in Alabama? And is there anywhere else you'd move?
That's a good question.
It's kind of your brand now.
They're like, Dallas, Texas.
I know. We're like, it's beautiful here. I just didn't know it was this hot.
It's
You know
humid.
what, guys? Listen, we won't be able to say this on the next podcast. I gotta say it.
What?
People in North Carolina are the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's like that in Alabama.
Yeah.
But I mean, they take Southern, like Texas hospitality to a whole different level. I mean, every single person we met wanted to make small talk. They like wanted to know what's going on. It's like,
yes,
Yeah.
they're so
That's
nice.
just
They
the
were like,
South,
should we
yeah.
move
it's just
here?
the South, man.
The South, man. Because I will say, I felt different about Atlanta when we went.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta's a little different.
Atlanta's
People
different than
are-
Alabama.
We're not as nice.
No.
Yeah. It's very
They were
busy
just not
here.
even happy to be there.
Yeah, that's
No.
Yeah.
not the same.
But so if we would ever move from Alabama, we would. I mean, especially if we feel like led to. But right now we're like comfortable.
Honestly, like if all of the social media stuff would have happened to us before we had Ivy,
Yeah.
we probably would have moved somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe
'Cause
if
why not?
even if it was like temporary and then
Yeah.
move back like for family help with her. But now I don't know.
Yeah. But never say never.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Okay. Any fun future plans or projects?
Oh. So we are actually wanting to start a brand, which we can't really say what it is. We'll
That's
tell
okay.
y'all
Yeah,
off. But yeah, so that's exciting. We're just praying about it and waiting for the timeline to
Cool.
That'd be
line up.
awesome.
Yeah.
So 2 very rapid fire questions. As part of the future plans or projects, are you guys wanting to have 8 children?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so
Negative.
you like experience it. You're like, whoa, too much. So like 1, 2.
We might maybe have another one. We go back and forth every month.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I think we want another one. Then the next month we're like,
Yeah.
maybe not.
It's a toss-up.
Wait it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
How many siblings do you have, Hunter?
I have one half brother.
Okay.
And he's 10 years older than me. So
Oh, so kind
Pretty
of
much.
an
So
only
you were
child.
kind of an only child.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Last rapid fire question. This is an important one. Okay, Hunter, you wear these sunglasses.
Where can we get
No.
them?
Listen. It's not just Hunter. It's all the cool TikTok guys. They're all wearing these Do you know which
Really?
ones I'm talking about?
the ones that I wear.
The orange shades.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are like your thing or not, but
Or
like,
is it from riding bikes?
Yeah, like a lot of people in the dirt bike world wear
them.
those. Yeah,
what brand is it?
they're Oakleys.
Oakley.
It's all Oakleys.
All Oakleys. Yeah.
So
can get you
every
some of
single
those.
person that is wearing these shades of sunglasses is all Oakleys.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other brands that like make a similar frame, but
Yeah.
probably 95% of those are Oakleys. Yes.
So it's not all TikTokers. It's people that.
No,
ride
I've
dirt bikes.
only seen cool TikTok, and I
That's
say this is a
funny.
compliment. Cool TikTok guys wearing those sunglasses.
Huh.
That
We
is
can get
true.
you
It's
some.
a whole vibe because it looks like my paintball mask, like
Yep.
the
Yeah.
reflection, but it's like sunglasses. Okay, cool.
Send it.
I thought they were ski goggles at first. I was like, you're not wearing them.
You should probably wear those skiing.
You want to do our outro?
Yeah. Okay. Where can people find you?
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
What's your TikTok?
TikTok's the Cordle family, Hunter and Devin Cordle.
Okay.
One of those. Instagram, I'm Devin at Devin Cordle.
Okay.
I'm at Hunter.Cordle, I think.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. And then YouTube, we're Hunter and Devin Cordle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How often do you upload on YouTube?
We try to do twice a week.
Oh, that's a
Whoa.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are busy.
Y'all are
Yeah.
busy. Do y'all edit your
Yeah.
own videos?
No. I
Okay,
used
good.
to.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
That is brutal editing YouTube videos.
Yeah, I cannot.
Good for y'all. Okay, so y'all know where to find them. Thank you guys for listening. If you want, you can leave a review on Apple or, give us a 5-star on Spotify. We'd really appreciate
Unless
that.
it's from a sock account, and then you can just go away.
Then you can go away. But we love you guys, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.